Scorpio, hey there babies, Melissa here to do your weekly love reading for the week of January 11th through the 17th. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's not going to resonate for all Scorpios. If it does resonate for you, I would love a like and a subscribe from you. If you already are subscribed, thank you so much and welcome back. Anything you need to know about me, you can find in the About section of my channel, and anything you need to know about booking a personal reading or leaving the channel a donation, you can find in the description box below. This is a love reading. We're going to be looking at the energy you bring to the connection, the energy the person you have in mind brings, and then a potential outcome between the two of you, as well as an overall energy. Let's get at your love life. Anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between, you are in your own energy. The King of Cups is Scorpio energy. Scorpionic. Ooh, look at that. The King and the Queen of Cups right away, you guys. Get out of town with these water sign love connections right now. I'm going to puke. It's so pretty. And then there you are again. Look at you. You're just in your power, bro. Like, this is real. So I'm sorry. I got too excited. I get a little passionate, and I've missed you guys a lot. I'm feeling your energy for the first time in 2 weeks, and it's a lot. You guys are a lot. I love it. In the best way possible, by the way. I mean, that Cancer and Pisces were all lovey, but I feel this burning passion in my soul right now. Wow. Okay, sorry about this. So the King of Cups is in your energy. Gorgeous. I love it. Deep love. The Queen of Cups, nurturing, caring, mothering, sweet love, Cancerian energy. And then you again in your outcome is the Death card. This is total transformation of this connection, I'm guessing, because it's in the outcome of the connection. And your overall, I feel like, I don't know if this represents Scorpio, but it should, because it's all about having many options to choose from, and you guys always do. I don't care. Again, I don't care if you're 90. You have a million options, whether you know it or not. You exude sexy, and you can't help it. You're bringing sexy back. I bet that song was written about a Scorpio. I bet Justin is a Scorpio. I don't know. We'll find out. It looks like you guys have been through some serious darkness, though. It looks like you've gone through some serious stress, trauma, and really coming into this place where we made it. We know how to make our decisions now. We're not choosing the wrong ones because they bring us into these dark spaces. It's really about knowing, listening to your higher self and actually obeying it, if that is not too creepy. I hate the word obey, but I feel like these energies, these dark sort of down energies, are a product of us choosing with our ego instead of our spirit. And I feel like this is indicating that you are gaining that kind of, so there's like, we have two loud voices. One is our ego and one is our spirit. And I feel like you guys have come into this space of really getting the difference between the two. So using your intuition to choose between all of these options and really go with what you feel and not with what you see, which is hard for Scorpio because you guys are a very, it's like the best thing I can think of right now that's coming through for me is something glittery over there going, ooh, glittery. Like, I like that. I want to touch it. Weird analogy that came through there, but that's so Scorpio has an eye for gorgeous things. You have an eye for it, and it has an eye for you, and it's really hard when you're a Scorpio because you have every option. So sometimes the egotistical option, or the one that, that satisfies our ego, is definitely one that's going to bring some sadness to our soul eventually here. And I think you're in a place where, you know what, you've had a lot of fun doing that. You've also had a lot of heartache doing that, but you're in a space now where you're over that and you're ready for the true deep connections, the one you're allowing your spirit to choose instead of your eyeballs. Nothing wrong with if you want to continue going on in those connections. That's great too. It doesn't really matter. Whatever makes you happy really is what matters. If feeding your soul isn't what makes you happiest, then don't do it. I always tell, I always go for these soul deep, whatever meaningful things. That's not what floats everybody's boat. So whatever floats your boat. But it does look like this is a true deep soul connection, what we have here. A true pair. So it looks like your divine counterpart. Could be a Cancer, could not be. We'll find out. After some of that trauma that we saw in there, it does look like you have taken the time out. And this is the only way that you'll come into a true deep loving connection like this. It's the Four of Swords. You got the King of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Wands. And it does look like you've taken the time that you needed, the mandatory amount of time to heal up anything from any of that trauma before jumping into, when you do come into a soul deep connection. I don't think there's anything there's not anything you can do to destroy the connection itself, but you can make the actual relationship painful if you haven't healed from whatever was in there. And it looks like I don't know why I'm going into that so fully, because it looks like you've done that. which is amazing. And it is hard to do. And so I'm just saying, I guess I want to praise you for it, because going through that Four of Swords energy, that sort of really taking the time to heal and being patient and not jumping into things to kind of fill the void for now. That Four of Swords is being patient and knowing that the only thing that's going to fill your void is taking time out for yourself to really connect to your higher self and to the Creator and get those internal wounds healed up properly before getting into anything else. In the meantime, it does look like you might have had your eye on somebody specific. We'll find out. The Page of Swords can be taking in information. Again, this could be just taking in information, getting to know somebody. You might already have this person in your 3D and you have, just really been trying to feel out if the things they like are the things you like. And we should come into commonalities, connections with commonalities like that. We've overlooked commonalities for a long time, and I don't think we're overlooking that anymore. It's like, no, I want somebody who I'm going to enjoy having a cup of coffee with in the morning, not somebody who, has it is what it is. Either that or your fruit drink or your whatever, your little shake and go to the gym. You guys want to be on a similar page of the things you enjoy in life. And especially when it comes to what you do for a living, what you do for your purpose. Your purposes will align as well as you're going to be equally yoked, okay? I don't know, but you're taking the time to make sure this person is, and I see you checking into that as well. The Two of Wands is you taking action into this connection. So let's see what their energy is looking like. Okay, so they got two queens, first of all. Two queens and a knight, and you got the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. I feel like we've had this connection before, so this might be for somebody I've read for before, where the person is feeling left out in the cold. Again, they're going to have to get to a space of not feeling that way. No matter what you do, you want to be coming into a connection with somebody who knows that they are the one who is in control of if they're out in the cold or not. So you want to make sure that they've healed up beyond this point where they feel left out in the cold. Again, it's a feeling, because nobody can leave you out in the cold when you are aware that you're the only one that has the power to bring yourself inside. And so it's about them really coming into, I feel like they're coming into this. I do feel like they're kind of going over this connection in their head. And I feel like we've had somebody overanalyzing in your person's energy before. Overanalyzing everything and really not just getting that the base of this connection is solid, so you don't need to overthink it. You just need to be authentic in you, but you do need to be healed from this feeling left out in the cold energy, and they need to, so patience. I guess you're still maybe doing some healing anyways, and checking up on them online is just fine. I feel like that is, I say that, and then it's like, not in a creepy way. If you just go look at their pictures because you miss them, whatever, that's sweet. I would say don't, if you're seeing things you don't want to see, I wouldn't. Sometimes we take in information that we see, and especially us intuitive folks, water signs, because we are so intuitive, we can see beyond surface and things, and sometimes we do see incorrectly, and then we overthink everything. I see a true deep connection here that's going through a transformation, so it's just about letting them do the healing. You continue to do the healing you're doing, and the outcome is transformation. Look I feel like this is you guys choosing each other out of a crew out of all those cups. I feel like this is you, the one that stands out the most to you is each other, and that's what I'm saying. You can't make up a connection. The connection is either there or it's not. And I believe we only have one other counterpart that really does connect with us, that we've always been aligned to meet up with at some point. And the only thing that can really stop us is us going for things that aren't on that level, and really being distracted by frivolous things. But I feel like they get sent into our zone when we're actually ready. And I feel like you've both been at battle going through these frivolous connections, realizing that not everybody cares. In fact, barely anybody cares, because nobody can care about us if they don't care about themselves. And the whole world is going through this awakening process where they realize that, so giving to people, well, I have nothing to give, is actually taking away from the world, not giving to it. Wow, a lot of stuff coming through for the water signs today. So it's like you guys have both really realized that the only way to pour into the world or have any true deep connections is by pouring into yourselves first. And I feel like in that you're going to really, you're going to be able to see that within each other as well. Your counterparts, you are divinely guided to each other. And I think you both feel that spark already. I just think you're both going through the end of some sort of awareness that you can't break this bond. You can't break it. Nobody can come before you in this connection. And the only thing that, you know, that we can do is overthink it and put ourselves in a panic for no reason. It does look like, again, with the Awakening card and the Death card in your outcome, this is a major connection. This is a calling. This is your calling. This is your other half. This is your true divine counterpart. Again, but making sure that we're mended up from any of the things that we've had to endure previously is, I think the connection will come in either way. Let me just reiterate this. The connection will come in either way. It's just about how enjoyable the connection will be. When you truly connect on a level of your spirits, there's going to be a constant comfort, right? But you could have this nitpicky, bitter, kind of bickery on the surface ego battle if we haven't healed from some of this damage. Again, the connection will still be there, but it won't be as enjoyable, I think, if you haven't done the healing. People love how much I talk about healing. It's so important. It's the best thing that I've ever done, and I'm still doing it. I do it all the time. I heal from things constantly because people hurt my feelings when they look at me wrong out in the real world, okay? That's real. I'm very sensitive. So I'm not above any of the things I talk about in these readings. I'm not above them. They're things that I've done and I will continue to do because I want the truest, deepest, happiest life for myself. And believe it or not, that is exactly what I want for you. I want you to live the best life you can possibly live and be the happiest you can possibly be. Peacefulness. It says you recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. It's so sweet, and it's exactly where you're at. You've just decided that this, you nurturing yourself and your spirit and your body is the only way to offer anything to anyone else. As water signs, again, we like to give, but if we aren't giving to ourselves first, we don't really have anything to give anyone else. That's where you're at, and I love it, and I love you guys. I will see you next week. Mwah.